Well, dude, thanks for taking the time to chat, man. I know you got a lot going on this week, obviously a pretty busy week. But dude, I think the last time we talked, you had just moved back, or you had just moved to the US. You had just gotten to Florida. So now you've been here for a while. You get real American Thanksgiving this week. That's pretty exciting for you, right?
It's actually really trippy because I've had Canadian Thanksgiving my whole life, so I just don't know when Thanksgiving is now every time. Like I didn't know it was even this week until someone was like, "Hey, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?" And I'm like, "Didn't that happen in October?" And it's very trippy. Specifically Thanksgiving out of all the things that are different, but yeah, dude, it's great. I mean, it's nice here. It's November and I'm not frozen, so like I really can't complain. It's been nice. Just like takes a second to adjust moving to a country, that's for sure. But it's been great, and everyone's been super nice here, to be honest. And yeah, like I said, no complaints. Like we're still figuring out the whole process of stuff and where we're going, but like it's been nice being here, just in Orlando. It's a cool, kind of chill place. I mean, Disney's here. That's all that. That's it. There's a lot of good food. That's been the best part. Is like there's like restaurants and food and like nonstop everywhere, and it's all pretty good. So.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you're definitely living the dream. So I'm in Ohio, so I had a similar Canadian climate that you had growing up. So just cold as hell, dark as hell at 5 p.m.
Yeah, man, I can't with the cold. Like it really affects me. I mean, I grew up with it, but like it really, I would wake up every day when winter was started, and like if I didn't have a humidifier, like it just like, just like my nose is gone, and like probably bleeding and stuff, just because like it's so dry and cold, specifically in Toronto during the winter, that like if you didn't have a humidifier, it's done. And here I have too much humidity, so like I try to find the balance at least.
Yeah, dude, I'm like a super big freeze baby, and like my hands like if they get cold at all, they start turning like purple and shit. And like I just thought, like, again, I was just being a freeze baby all my life, but it's gotten worse. And I went to a doctor and like, oh no, you have something called like Raynaud's syndrome. Like that's a real thing. Like if your hands are too cold for too long, like you get frostbite, like shit. Like yeah. So it's like, I don't know, my skin's just a bitch when it comes to cold, I guess.
Dude, yeah, mine if anything changes at all with my diet, like my skin goes crazy. I never grew up like, even now, like I have breakouts, and I'm like, I grew up never having breakouts, but like if I eat something weird, like different, and my body's just like, no, like my skin just goes wild, and just like it's not fun. It gets super dry and stuff, and yeah, it's still adapting to that, because there's some fun stuff here in the food sometimes too. Like but like I understand the skin problems. Don't worry.
Dude, getting old is so cool. It's so fun.
Yeah, man, you just get more debuffs as you get older. It's great.
Yeah. So diving into it, man, about like roughly 6 months ago is when you quit content creation, quit making music for a little while. Oh, hiatus. We use the word hiatus. So for anyone that wasn't paying attention or doesn't know what's going on, like for anyone looking like, what happened to Nik Nocturnal? Give us a quick rundown. You don't have to do a full YouTube explainer vid, but just kind of catch everyone up to speed a little bit.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was just too much at the same time. Even there's so many things that happen in my life, like even moving, to a different country where like, if you're, constantly just like go mode, you don't even like kind of absorb that. Like I live somewhere like very different now, or like, you're just literally forgetting to go outside. And it's not to make it confusing of like, oh, the job is so hard. It takes so much work. There's a lot of work behind the scenes where, that's why it's kind of funny. The thing that people see is like, the video that's like eight minutes long, and this or that. Meanwhile, like most of the work is actually probably admin. It's setting it up, it's sorting guests, it's sorting events, it's sorting songs, it's talking with managers and stuff like that. Like that's a lot of the actual like time of what takes a lot. Where I'd even say like, when I stream on Twitch, that's like my chill time. Like that's like my like vacation of the day. Like guys, I'm done, work for the day. Like let's hang out. But yeah, even with that, I was just kind of getting to the point where there's a lot going on, and my priorities were just like so messed up, because you have something amazing. It's your dream job, and you make that such a priority, obviously, and you kind of attach everything in your life to like, this is the thing that basically almost like is the thing that, of course, it's maybe your purpose, but like gives you kind of meaning, and you derive all of your maybe purpose and meaning from the thing that makes you really happy without realizing you're still like a human, and maybe you're not just like
Yeah.
this,
You feel
you
like it
still.
defines you almost. Like this is
Yeah, and
my
that's where
character.
it's like a really, I never had a balance with that because I just grew up and just did it because like that was the only thing that gave me purpose. Kind of like when I was in school or when I was growing up, like I didn't do much else. Like I just went to school and I was kind of assumed, all right, like when I'm done school, like I was supposed to be an accountant actually. I
Oh,
got a
really?
degree. Yeah, I have a full degree which I never used in my ever. But I was just like, I'm gonna be an accountant, have a chill job, like go to work, come home, play games, play guitar, like that's gonna kind of be life, and that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So that's why like I didn't have any necessarily value in like, oh, I'm gonna do this crazy thing, and then once it started to do really well, like you kind of I become obsessive with it, and like this is so cool, and you want to push it as far as you can go, and yeah, I just did that for too many years straight without like balance was basically the
Hmm.
problem, and like I needed the balance. I needed to like balance life and health and just like I said, going outside and dealing with like real life shit much more than just like deriving everything from the meaning of like doing the thing you love the most, which again is content, music, all that stuff, which I'm so thankful for because it is the best job in the world. But yeah, I needed to kind of like completely disconnect from it in order to, I think, get that balance. And now, again, coming back, it's a much healthier balance. I even kind of like I make sure because I know coming back too, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna want to do this and this and this, and then
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
yeah. You're gonna get
you know,
excited.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it is exciting to do
Hmm.
things. Like that's why I love doing this, right? Whether
Yeah.
it's doing podcasts or sharing music or writing songs, like it's all exciting. So that's why I also have to like take a second and stop myself even and be like, hey,
Right.
like, like chill, go out, have the balance and make sure that that's priority. And like, I have life and all of this stuff, which is amazing, adapts to my life and not my life adapts to, all of this stuff. Yeah, that's kind of, I guess, the long version
Yeah.
of it. But it was just finding like balance, and I never had time, I never had reasoning necessarily to do that. I had a lot of reason, but like I never had like a consciousness of just like, hey, I like stop, take a second, because it's
There
like
was nothing like was a brick wall. Like shit. Okay.
there was a lot of moments where
Yeah.
like stuff was like very, I had some dark times in my life. But then on, as I mentioned, I would just be like, all right, well, like I'm gonna go do this, even though I'd had like the worst thing just happened,
Yeah.
to my day that I could think of, like, it's fine. Like I'm gonna go do the thing I love. But then I would not really deal with the thing that like really, whether it's people passing or just like family stuff or whatnot. I wouldn't actually deal with that, and then I would just go, I don't know, stream in that, and like that would make me happy for a second, but then it doesn't actually, I'm a human. I gotta take a second and just kind of just absorb stuff, and that's it. I just need a healthier balance, and I need to take that time to figure what that even is because I've never had a healthy balance of those
Yeah.
things in my life, anyway. So I needed some time to really figure out like what does that even look like. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the content creation in a whole is just such a 24/7 thing. Like you said, like most people are just seeing the 1 minute TikTok or the 15-minute YouTube video, but it's just so constantly like evolving and creating is like so much more than just like the actual stuff on camera. And then, like you said, life happens in between that. Like you had to be
Yeah.
able to deal with real life shit that you have going on. And it is funny because I mean, obviously, like creating content isn't like going out and digging a ditch. Okay, I'll never say it's
Okay.
like as hard as going out digging a ditch, but at the same time, you're never gonna be eating dinner and be like, "Hold on, I gotta go dig a ditch real quick and come back." You get
Yeah, I
those
mean,
cutoffs. Like,
it's the best. It's That's why it is the best job in the world, and it's very like I'm very lucky to have it because
yeah,
like I know what like a real job that people have to go and do
yeah,
every day, and that's where it's like you'll bless those people's souls because that's just tough. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'll never say that I know some people like content creators be like, yeah, like this is way harder than this and that, but like I'll never say it because like it's not harder physically. It's
right,
just mentally, it's harder to balance
yeah,
sometimes, and that's where I was in a fortunate position where like I had the capability to like take a second because most people I know
mhm,
can't. If you have a 9 to 5, you can't just tell your boss, hey, like peace out for 6 months, So
right, right,
I really, but also because I had that privilege, I also was like, well, now I I can't take a break because I'm in a position where like most people can't do that. And that's where I battled, I think, for so long of like, well, people can't take a break. So why would I? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and I have this
Yeah, you're
privileged
kind of
job.
worried if you go away, it won't be there when you come back.
Not really. It's like, that's why when I left, I really did leave on like, hey, that was sick 11 years. Like, I'm proud of all the
Yeah.
things I did on the
Yeah.
channel. I'm at peace, basically. And that was something I knew I couldn't leave without being at peace with everything I done. Cause like, I knew, even though I was like, yeah, I'm taking a break, I'm taking a hiatus. Like, if this is it, it's it. And like, genuinely, I was very at peace with it. And that's something that made me really happy. And that's why with leaving too, I wanted to drop that like metalcore EP, because it's like, that's something that's like near and dear to my heart growing up with like that type of music. And I was just like, if this is the last thing I ever do on the internet, like, yo, peace, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And it brought me a lot of peace. I was really happy. So that's where I was like, even coming back, I didn't feel the need to come back. It was more like, okay, well, life's in order. A lot of things that were out of whack and priorities are like, sorted. Like, I feel a lot healthier. People around me feel healthier. Like, do I want to do it? Because like,
Yeah, right. That's a big thing.
I don't need to, fortunately, but like maybe I could do other stuff. I can maybe put my degree to use. I could,
Hmm.
I love music. So like I could maybe just write music, like I know there was a lot of opportunities, and I had a long inter dialogue with myself and people around me of like, if I come back, like, do like, what does that even look like? What do I want to do? And not play against like the algorithmic hamster wheel that you have to basically do as a content person. And like, if I just do it on my own terms, how I want to do shit, how just do the fun stuff, do more events, do things less frequently, but make them have like bigger impact and be genuinely excited about everything. Like, if I can do that and it doesn't affect my just like life,
Yeah.
and like I said, health, that's so blessed. So like, okay, let's try it. But like, if I come back and no one is there, like, that's cool too. Like,
Right.
I'm just doing stuff for fun. I'm basically, in like Nik Nocturnal plus era. I feel like that, where it's like, I don't feel the need necessarily to prove anything, greater with the channel that, we didn't do for 11 years.
Hmm.
I feel excitement. I feel that like want more than ever, but I don't feel it with a pressure of like, oh my God, we got to do this or upload this because, to get numbers or this or that. Like, I just don't feel that pressure anymore. And that's been so relieving, where it's
I
just
would
like,
imagine. Yeah.
it's just exciting in it. I don't know, in a different way that I can't really explain, but that's why even if I told people when I was streaming too, it's like, hey, if like a year from now, like there's only 10 of you, like, and we're having fun, that's cool. Like, we're chilling, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because like I already feel very at peace with the 11 years that we did. And to me, like, if that was the peak, amazing. And if there is a new peak in some point because we're doing more things and it just happens
Hmm.
naturally, great. But I'm not going to try to force it. It's just going to be something where like, hey, if we do something really cool and exciting and everyone genuinely is excited about it, as well as of course me to pushing it forward and to do something, then like, if that reaches a new standard or something, awesome. But I'm not putting any expectations on myself to, you know, have to do that, like I maybe would
Yeah.
before. You know what I mean? It's like, if we do something sick that pushes boundaries accidentally, awesome. But like, it's not a requirement of me being back. I just want to do cool stuff, make music, and like see how it goes. Kind of, yeah.
It sounds like a healthier way to go about it. Absolutely. I mean, rather than burning yourself at both ends and then keep burning more, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what, with that in mind, like what sort of, I guess there probably isn't much of a concrete plan for content. Then you're kind of just making stuff as you feel you want to make it, or do you have like an idea? Like I want to do at least one video a week,
Yeah,
or is it just
in my
really totally free
video
balling?
when I came back, I want to try to do one YouTube video a week, because
Hmm.
I feel an excitement to do that, and I think it's great, and
Yeah.
I have some fun ideas of series, so I'm gonna try that. And we'll see, and one stream a week too, because I love hanging with the community on live community in chat or Discord or whatever, and just like check out new music.
Yeah.
Basically things that I would just want to do by myself that I realized I would do by myself when I was gone, like actually
Yeah.
genuinely check out new music like every Friday or like when I'm at the gym.
Just let other
um
people watch you do it.
yeah, or do it with people. That's the
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
too. Like when I started the channel and stuff, it was fun. The YouTuber still wasn't a job or any of that, and it was more like, I remember the first time I uploaded like something on SoundCloud and like someone commented and I was like, whoa, is that a person? You know, like,
Engagement.
is that
What?
a real person? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so cool. Like, and I don't know, just that feeling of sharing cool shit with people was
Yeah.
something that really resonated with me. And that's something that, you know, even nowadays, like, I think that's the most purpose of that stream is like, hey, let's all like hang out and like check out new music
Mhm.
together and like have fun. Like that's exciting. Like celebrate music in a way where like, yeah, sure, I could be here alone and do it. And I've been doing that for 6 months, or like with Paula, right, my partner. But like otherwise, like it's cool just to have like a group of people all excited about something and
Mhm.
then you celebrate it and check it out and like talk about it. You know, like
Oh, 100%.
that's the excitement that is part of I guess that part of me coming back in that capacity
I
of
think
like,
like
yeah,
I think we probably talked about this on the last time we chatted, but like, that was one of the reasons why I started doing the podcast to begin with, is because like, I'm creating this content, I'm just screaming into my phone or the camera every
right,
day, like by myself, like into a void, it feels like. So I'm like, I gotta start talking to more people. I gotta see other humans, you know? And like, yeah, I
yeah,
think like you said, that's exciting. Like you can find yourself getting even more excited about music when you talk to other people who are excited about that song too. You're like,
yeah,
I already like this song, but seeing how much you like this song, not really
yeah.
fucking like this song, you
I
know?
mean, I grew up a gamer as much as I did a musician. I just don't really do gaming stuff at all. And like,
Mhm.
I would grow up every year and watch like E3 and like be so stoked. And, you know,
Yeah.
you see everyone talking and going like, what's the game coming out? You know, what's the new COD? Is there a new Assassin's Creed or whatever it might be? And there's a little shit talk with that too, but it's like part of the fun. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
all like everyone genuinely being excited and like it just being excited to be part of that community. And that's where in the metal scene, I see it here and there. And that's where I feel like the community, you know, that we've built is something special where like I like
Mhm.
seeing that and I like doing things to help, you know, push that more of like having more spaces of like
Right.
guys, like it's okay, like sure there's drama and all this shit and you know, blah 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 and all that, but like yo, this song goes hard. Like it just came out. Like,
Yeah.
can we like check this out and like talk about this for a second? Like that's
Right. Like, we all have to all love the same thing or the same music, but it's like we can
yeah.
all at least like find some common ground on some tunes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something where I want to, again, with the luckily the platform that, you know, I was able to build with the community over the years. It's like, yeah, like that's why I kind of feel like I'm in like Nik Nocturnal plus era of like
Yeah.
just like have fun with the socials, do cool stuff. Like some of the funnest things I did was right before I left. I actually did like battle the bands or like check out bands with like one monthly listener and like there's some bangers and you just like get excited because it's like different and you just I don't know reconnect with that feeling like when you're a teenager and you just oh my god back in the day we didn't have Spotify back in my time I don't know you went to like a CD store and you know you listened
Yeah.
to
You put on
something and you were
little
like
headphones and test it out the
yeah
shit.
the headphones just you're like whoa that's
Yeah.
cool what is that you know like
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much music too now where it's like it's much harder to get excited about stuff because there's so much to consume so when you do
Yeah.
find something you're like damn like let's go this is exciting this is different and like that's been the again funnest part of like being back with that and then again listening to music releasing music has been a lot of fun too and like just planning big events like I don't know when this is coming out if this is coming out after I'm announcing it but like
So yeah, we can get into that now if you want. But yeah, this episode will be dropping on Friday, so everything
oh
should be announced if you
yes
wanted to get into it now.
yeah and the award show which we're doing again this year which I mean it's kind of
The
the
Nik Nocturnal Awards. All right.
so it's the Nocturnal Awards we took out the Nick yes it's gonna be
Oh,
slightly
you dropped the Nick?
it's literally
You
just like
gentrified the Nik Nocturnal Awards? Come on, man.
it's still me. Like it's just like I only took it out simply because I was like I don't know. It just sounds cheesy as an award show with like it being that full name and like even Nocturnal is like kind of cheesy, but it's fine. Like it was more like if we were considering doing this a long term kind of thing, like maybe every year, like I envision it being a bit more of like a just Nocturnal Awards instead of Nik Nocturnal's awards show.
Yeah.
Who is that? The I don't know YouTuber musician guy. Like it's just Nocturnal Awards, and it can maybe be. It's just like a very slight branding thing. The logo looks
Yeah.
way sicker. It looks way more
Oh, I
metal.
bet.
But yeah, that's why it's like it's the same thing. It's just like
Yeah.
slightly rebranded in that capacity. But yeah, I'm doing the Nocturnal Awards this year. It's gonna be at Sweetwater. And yeah, taking all the things we learned from last year of, you know, it was awesome seeing so many people in the community involved, you know, being excited and also shit talking. Like it was really fun. Like I said, like it's that same feeling I kind of got when I would watch E3 growing up. And like,
Mhm.
you know, that's part of it. You get that's how you know people care. And that's that's my favorite part about seeing that, is like a little bit of the discourse of being like, hey, my band's not on here. Like, I hate you, or this and that. Or like, dude,
Right.
this is sick. That's it. That's, everyone vote for this band, like it's just that conversation and people being passionate about the music. That's very exciting. So we learned a lot of stuff last year. And this year we're going to take that as the foundation and build more on it. So same thing, we're going to do, I think 20 categories. I'm not sure if there's 21. I think it's 20 again. 20 categories, a lot of categories.
Damn.
Very, very metal related categories, breakdown of the year, call out of the year, best metal song. We have 2 new categories, which I'm still finding the exact name for it. But one of them is definitely, it's probably going to tie to more like the masks bands and stuff like that, which I think will be interesting because it was a big year for mask bands, to say the least.
Yeah.
And also songs, I find a way to kind of like, I don't know, just do fun categories where it integrates the scene as a whole, but also isn't as divisive. So like we're in a few new things like that. We're going to do giveaways. Again, we're going to do open voting, just like a Google form. Last year we had 78,000 people vote, which like is
wow, dude.
is wild.
That's huge.
And that's exciting. We have over I think it's over 300 nominations again this year. So if someone complains about something not being there, deal with it at this point.
They'll find something to complain about.
You will find something. And like, it's not just core. Again, yes, obviously I love core, but like there's a lot of cool like death metal picks. There's some slam picks. There's some underground picks. There's prog picks. Like, try to encompass as much as I kind of could when it came to actually the nominations and it being somewhat varied and just being exciting, like metal as a whole. And we're doing a giveaway too. I don't know. Oh God, I'll know tomorrow actually the exact MSRP of the whole thing, but it's going to be more than last year. Last year we had like $12,000, $15,000 of giveaways live. Think it's going to be almost 20,000. I have to double check before
I
solidify that. And yeah, we're taking all that foundation. We're doing it at Sweetwater again, but we're going to have a live audience this year. People can register to come. It's going to be a bit of a smaller audience because we're just like testing that as a new aspect. And we're going to have a live band playing this year as well, which is very, very exciting. It's a sick band.
You have the band picked out already?
It's a band that's killing it right now. They're called so they're going to be...
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
They're going to be playing there. So that's going to be really exciting too. And yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just excited to see how it goes. And we're going to have live guests also, just like last year. And fun surprises here and there. And a big thing is we're doing premieres. So like song premieres, trailer premieres. Again, kind of mirroring to like the Game Awards, like E3, that feeling when you get where it's like, world premiere and you get like this new release or like a teaser for something. We're going to have those this year, which is also a new element, which is really exciting. And yeah, man, there's a lot of things which it will sound more cohesive when I talk about it, probably in the video that I upload announcing it.
For sure, yeah.
But it's exciting. It is very exciting, and yeah, I just want to see people have fun, be excited, and shit talk. That's all I can ask for.
It's such a fun idea, man. Is it going to be only live, or are you going to have like a replay available on YouTube or something?
We're going to do it live. It's going to be, the show is December 12th, 5 p.m. EST. So the actual show is going to be live. I'm probably going to multi-stream it, but mainly on Twitch. And then people can go vote. I guess at the time it's recording right now at nocturnalawards.com. You can vote. Go vote right now. Also, you get a chance to win some of the giveaway stuff just for voting.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be a VOD or something usually I upload on my main channel after. So there will be places to watch it if you can't see the live stream necessarily, but like you should come watch the live stream because you get to win the free stuff on the live stream.
Yeah, so. For sure. Yeah, I remember last year, you were at the last Nik Nocturnal Awards. I was hosting an emo night at like this Crushers or hockey game or something like that. And I remember after I got done hosting, I started like just posting on my stories like, does anyone know if I won my award? Did I win the category? I didn't get to see it because like there was no VOD at the time to watch.
No, the VOD will be there, and then the video usually comes a few days after. It's exciting, man, because the voting's only going to be for I think a week and a half. If we're doing it the 26th, I think it's going to probably stop. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I have to double check the exact dates, but you will see in the video. Yeah, it's a week and a half, and then from there we get all the information, and it's no voting for a week until the show. After that, it's like voting stops, then there's a week until the show, and then we do the show. So it's very hectic. It's very.
The show is December 13th.
Show's December 12th.
December 12th.
12,
Dude, that
12.
wow. So you guys are like announcing and then it's fucking happening,
Yeah, we're
basically.
going. It's
Wow.
we did that last year and the previous year. It's a little
Yeah.
hectic. It's exciting. But also I don't know. I like announcing and kind of just going because I feel like sometimes like people just are like they forget. They're like, oh yeah, I voted
Yeah.
for that or this and that. Like I'm just like, let's go. Like we're doing the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And that's also a thing too, like when it comes to content, like obviously this is for the next few weeks going to be the focus. We're like, hey, if I got some extra time to do some fun content, great. I'm gonna do streams, awesome. But yeah, this is going to definitely be the focus, and I want to put the proper time to make sure we execute it properly. Again, Sweetwater is hosting it just like they did last year at their place. So we got this massive facility, and like they're the best to work with. They're just all metalheads there that work there, and it's like
That rules.
super fun. Even last year when we did the award show, we had people from like Sweetwater employees were just coming to check out the show as we were filming it because they were just like, dude, this is so sick.
Dude.
And that was so exciting, man. Yeah, so they love hosting it because it's like really fun for like their whole everyone that works there. And they're just so easy to work with. So yeah, we got that. We got giveaways and a lot. So like it's gonna be a spot, a lot of nominations, and yeah, I hope people are excited. You know, just something happening, celebrating music of the year is basically the whole point of it.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think people are gonna be very stoked when they hear about this. I mean, this is just a awesome comeback. It's like you're gone for 6 months and then you're just like bam, 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 like all this like content. You drop that new song Collapse, which is badass. It's like for anyone that hasn't heard it, like a electronic metal song.
Mhm.
Totally. Is this like something you're is this like because I know you did a lot of like one-off kind of genre
Yeah.
shifts back in the day, or for this song, is this what you're gonna be doing going forward
Yeah.
musically, or is this just like okay,
This is the
gotcha.
main. There's so many projects I work on and we'll continue
Yeah,
to work on too. Like fun ones like Greystone and whatnot. And but like this is gonna, I've always wanted something where it's like I can kind of just be fully free creatively and just go for it. And like, again, it's fun listening to like crazy electronic stuff and then also really, really modern like metal stuff, random fall
yeah,
things and just noises and obviously like deathcore moments and metalcore moments, whatever. Like maybe we'll have, a black metal moment too, like it's just like there's a lot of influences and things I really like as a music listener and as a musician. So I'm like, let's see what we can do. Like
yeah,
if there's really no limits, there's no expectations. Like if there's a song where it's just electronics and me screaming the whole thing, like maybe that's great. Or maybe there's a song which is just nonsensical, absolute brutality. And then it does, I don't know, some jazz. But I don't know. Like I just, as long as it has energy, is kind of
yeah,
all I want. And that's something where it's cool to have a project where there's just like there's no limits, but there's it's still got to be somewhat organized. It can't just be noises here and then noises
yeah,
there. Like it still has to make a song, and that's something with the first track Collapse that I put out was like that was it was a workshop to like okay like this is already a lot of blending funk mid tempo electronic stuff. There's deathcore in there. There's kind of like a new metal-y chorus, and then
yeah.
there's
Got a lot
like the
going on.
fall riff. Like there's a lot. Like that could be
Yeah,
like an album teaser. That one
right,
song.
right.
So like that was a really good tester of like, okay, I mean if I can pull this one off, it will set a good precedent of like, okay, like let's have fun. Like let's try
Yeah,
things, and instead of instantly being boxed in of like, okay, well the song is very this, so now people expect this. Like I kind of like that it's
mm,
just like a lot of stuff mixed together that still creates a cohesive, fun song, and that is still the most important part is making a fun banger. But yeah, that's kind of just a project that's going to be that high energy, limitless, extreme in every capacity. Let's see how far I can push it, and like it's and just crazy production. It's supposed to be a produced wild project. I don't know if I'll ever play live. I don't really have a reason to play that project live. Maybe a one off if it makes sense, but like
yeah,
I want to see how far I can push things, especially if with like just things being crazy, even
yeah.
digitized noises, guitar noises, like who cares? Let's have fun and just push music in a fun capacity. And like if people like it, great. And if they don't, that's fun. I'm having fun. So that's fine.
If they like it, great. If they don't like it, it still will be a view on it.
Yeah.
On the video.
I'm having fun with it, man.
Yeah, I just want before you even like drop that song, I was thinking like I feel like we're due for a dubstep revival. I feel like it's coming back. Like I feel like the the Skrillex and Korn collab is
Mhm.
gonna make it. Everything's cyclical. Everything comes back around.
Yeah,
And I just feel
yeah.
like think we're about due for dubstep revival. And like obviously your song isn't dubstep, but like I hear
Uh,
like those like little elements in it as well. I'm like, dude, I
yeah.
could see more bands doing this kind of vibe and really
Yeah, I
taking
mean,
off
there's
with it.
extreme, but like a band I always mentioned, Mirar. I love this band so much. They're doing this like extreme thaw mixed in with these like crazy electronic noises, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I very rarely like just drop my jaw and go, "What is this?" Like my brain gets like reprogrammed because you're just
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, like what is this? What is this?" You know, and
Right.
I got so excited
Fox
listening to
Lake, they
stuff
had
like
like
that.
a dubstep like remix of one of their songs, I think. Pretty
Um,
popular.
which band?
Fox Lake, I think they had
Oh,
like a
Fox Lake.
dubstep yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
They
hear
had some
the
like dubstep
remix.
remix of one of their
They're sick.
tracks, I believe.
Fox Lake is sick.
Yeah.
Fox Lake is sick. But yeah, it's just like there's bands doing kind of pushing it in a more extreme way. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, I guess let's go. You know, let's figure it
Yeah.
out. So there's a lot of really cool bands that push that blend, and electronics are so energetic and aggressive. I think people forget that because they're just like, well, where's the the metal stuff? And it's just like,
Yeah.
bro, like metal is becoming so electronic and synthetic that like with not all of metal, but like modern a part of metal,
Yeah.
right, is becoming so digitized and produced anyways that like you're using electronic samples. So
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
it's already kind of blending even with the more like modern metal
Mm-hmm.
bands. So it's like it's just like those two things are just they're aggressive, heavy, energetic, sonic things together. So it just kind of makes sense to shove them together in different capacities. And I don't know, just explore, man. It's fun. So yeah, that's gonna be that, and I'm gonna keep pushing it. There's more releases planned, and that's gonna be kind of the main like musical thing where I'm gonna put a lot of effort, I think, into that. And then yeah, like events being like the award show, and then content being a bit more like a chill, like, hey, what's fun? Even the Warp Tour
Yeah.
video I did was like, oh, Warp Tour's in town. I didn't even know I could go till the day of. I'm not even
Oh
joking.
really?
I didn't have passes until the day of. And it was kind of one of those like, I was talking with Paula. I was like, "You want to go?" And like, I've
Yeah.
never been to like Warp Tour before. It's like this could be fun. And we are just
Oh,
like,
that was your first Warp Tour ever?
that was my first Warp Tour ever too. So I was just like,
Wow.
oh, like that's. I mean, we were lucky to get passes. So I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, like
It
let's
was cool to
go.
see you outside too,
Yeah,
like talking to people.
yeah. I've been making a point to go outside every day, and we just
Yeah.
feed squirrels. Like that's kind of the fun thing, feeding squirrels, drive around, explore a little bit. But yeah, that was an exciting thing too. Of just like let's try it. Like there's no expectation here. Like I haven't talked to like many people in a while. Like it's like I'll be super awkward. Like I don't know. It's just again the point being like let's have fun. Let's not put all this pressure on things that have to go this way or be like this or be stuck in a box. Like let's have fun and see how things go. And that's kind of the I don't know the methodology of what I'm doing forward when it comes to the content space, particularly, and spending that excess time like just planning a big like event like the award show or like writing music, just finding a healthy balance of life. So it all kind of makes sense in a new way together that
Oh yeah, it's
um
it's definitely a new outlook on it, man. It's definitely like you're kind of redefining what it content creation means for you now. Is instead of playing the game and the algorithm hamster wheel that a lot of content creators unfortunately find
Yeah.
themselves
I mean,
in.
even when I was doing that, like you get obviously a little affected as a person doing that. Some
Yeah.
people wait, like some content people only live by that. They're like, my numbers are bad, like everything sucks, and some
Oh
people
yeah,
are,
it can bum you out, like ruin your
yeah.
day. Like
But even doing that, it was just like I just didn't have a balance because it would be exciting, and yeah, sometimes when numbers weren't doing so good, you're like, oh, that sucks because you put a lot of effort into something and people
yeah,
don't care. But again, I just was not in a good mindset and a balanced state of life to
yeah.
like where that's where anything bad happened, it was like very amplified. Because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't deal with it, kind of like absorb it like a good normal, I don't know, human. So just that's why now it's like it's chill. Like I put out a video if like I don't know if like algorithm hates me and like 1,000 people see it, which is a lot. Like
Yeah.
that's chill. Like that's great. Like I had fun. Like awesome. And like if things go like that, great. But like it's again when you tie your purpose so much to one thing, it's really tricky to find purpose elsewhere unless again I had to take that time, and that's why now it's like I don't know. I feel like I have more purpose just as the person instead of it being tied to like oh this Nik Nocturnal as a channel or content or whatever doing well. Like
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time trying to make sure like hey that's doesn't define you as a person like, and then that's
Yeah.
been much healthier and
And I
feeling better.
I think that feeds even more into like your authenticity as well. Because I mean, that's why a lot of people love watching you, like love your content, is because you are a real dude. You're authentic as hell. And I think like even more so with that mentality going into it, it's just gonna kind of drive that even more. I think that's gonna really make people feel like, oh, he's making this video because he actually wants to make this video. He actually wants us to see this. He's not making this because he doesn't have to hit his like YouTube quota this week or something,
No, I don't have a YouTube deal, but YouTube, you can
Yeah.
hit me up one day if you want. I don't have any YouTube deal or Twitch stream deals.
Yeah.
But it's one of those where, yeah, that's why like even having to leave, like regardless of everything and the overwork and just not being there, I know it's gonna bleed into the content because it's just like I'm me, like, and a lot of the stuff
Yeah.
that I was doing is very, very personality based. So like if shit was getting bad and worse, and I'm like, this is like, even for people watching, this is just not going to be fun anyways. Like everyone's just going to hate
Yeah.
this, and I'm going to hate it. So like, what's the point of me doing this? And again, time, like I had to just be at peace with leaving. I was like, I'm at peace. This was great. If I never come back, I'm so happy with what we did for 11 years. If everything goes away tomorrow, like fucking blessed, yo. Like it was like a super sick
Yeah.
11 years. And that's why now, yeah, it's like, I know that naturally can seep into what you're doing, whether you're streaming, especially, like if you're just like not wanting to do it or not being excited about it, like you can't, I don't know, I'm bad at hiding it, at least. Like it's just like if something's like, kind of boring, I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna be a dick about it. I'm just like, it's kind
Yeah.
of boring. But like when I'm stoked, like, I still like, I'm like, hell yeah, like I get really, really stoked when I hear things that like
Yeah.
are exciting or want to do things that are exciting. And that's where it's like, I just got to trust that and trust the flow. And if I'm not feeling it and not making sense, like, okay, doesn't make sense, I'll do it. That's it.
Yeah, I think like you said, yeah, people would feel like, oh, he's phoning this in, and it's just no one's gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, and I do that. Even I got sick of myself, to be honest.
Right.
Like, and it's like I like when you're doing that, for, like again, best thing ever. But it's like when you're just talking to yourself for 11 years basically, and doing this. And
Yeah.
I was like, dude, even I got sick of myself. I was just like, I this is not a good place for.
Right.
This is not a good. I'm not bringing a good energy to the world. So like, why am I? There's so many reasons I shouldn't be here right now. Like doing this,
Yeah.
that like, and I'm not giving a good energy. Like it's just like no point. Like if I'm not bringing a fun energy to people, I really don't see the point of me doing content like in
Yeah.
any capacity. And I want to keep that as like a point of like, I want it to be a good energy. I want it to be exciting and fun. I want someone to see maybe an upload or see, oh, Nick's live. And like, if they had a shitty day, know that like, hey, this is gonna be like a cool place to like, maybe I'll feel a little bit better or like, I'll be excited
Yeah.
about
He's not
something.
gonna bum me out more. Like.
Yeah, I don't exactly like. I don't want to
Yeah.
bum people out more. Like life's fucked and like crazy
Yeah.
sometimes. You know what I mean? It can be wild, and people deal with like intense stuff every day, way more intense than probably I could even imagine. You know what I mean? And that's where it's like, hey man, like I don't watch. You're having that kind of day, and then you come and come to hang, and like I'm just making your day worse,
Yeah.
like bumming you out
You're
more.
bitching
Like
about other stuff. You're like, ah, come on, man.
yeah, so like it's
Yeah.
just not it's not a vibe. And same thing with me, when I consume stuff, I want to consume stuff that's like exciting and fun. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
do stuff that bums me out more. So like why would I just don't want to bring that energy to people, even if, I know a lot of people might not dig what I do, and that's cool, right? Like then they can just not be a part of it or watch, and that doesn't really bother.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where that's fine, because then what I'm doing is not for, for you, it's for those people. It's for the people that are
Yeah.
like, hey, like if you like what we do here, you're excited, you like your music, all that stuff. You like crazy shit, you like breakdowns, I don't know, you like fun events, you like talking about metal, like come hang. And it'll be a cool space where like you're welcomed, and you can feel like at peace for a second. And that's the important thing. Just like come have fun, do fun metal
Yeah.
things. Like come do fun things. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never liked watching videos that are like I know negativity breeds more clicks than positivity, but I've still never liked watching videos where somebody's just like straight up like shit talking something they don't like a band or an album or
Well,
a video
and I
stuff.
started to do that near the end too, and I didn't like it. Like I was like, why am
Yeah.
I like doing this? Like I would do it because like there are important things in the world that like you got to talk about sometimes, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And that was a tricky thing where I found in my position where like I would talk about fun metal things, but like if you talk about fun metal things and you talk about news, then there's kind of an
Ye-
expectation to talk about not fun metal
Yeah,
things,
there's some not fun metal things
and
happening.
there's a lot of not fun news in the scene. And that was a
Yeah.
really tricky balance for me, because I noticed I kind of had to start doing a lot of both. And then
Mhm.
I would upload a video and I'd be like, this was not like a good vibe. Like this was
Yeah.
not like like it was something that I talked about, and obviously not everything is like rainbows and unicorns. Like, there's serious stuff you gotta talk about sometimes, but it was one of those where it's like I don't know, like do I really did I really have to, do some of those videos to talk about that stuff? Like, maybe some of the community appreciate it, and that's cool, but like, it just kind of depends on what you're doing and what you want to. I don't know what I want to do with the channel and the
Yeah.
community, and that's where it's really tricky if you're doing that stuff, and that's why even going forward, like it's like I want to do fun metal things, but it's gonna be hard to talk about fun metal things that happen, particularly because then it's gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
Nick, talked about this in the news, or you can talk about this, and it's like, I don't really want to, that's not really the vibe, guys, right now,
Oh,
like.
dude, yeah, like I primarily do news
Hmm.
content, obviously, and I've kind of started steering away more from doing the news and kind of more of like just like talking in general, like discussion and whatnot. Because like, yeah, dude, like for a while there, it felt like I was doing like an obituary every fucking week. I felt
Dude,
like I was
yeah.
running obituaries every day. I'm like, dude, this is bumming me out, man. Like everyone's dying. It's sad, of course, but I can't not talk about it because it's news, you know? It's
Yeah. No, that's
like
really tricky.
how do I turn that into a dick joke? I can't, I can't do that.
No,
Like,
it's tricky, and it's fine. Like, it's that balance of like, obviously life. Like, there's things in life that you take seriously, and that's where like there was moments even this year when I was gone where I was like something messed up happened or someone passed, like an important person in the scene passed, and it's like, oh wow, like I kind of just want to like take this in I just want to like
yeah,
absorb this and like be like kind of sad by myself. Like, I don't
yeah,
really like like I'm kind of relieved. I there's not like, hey, like I want to, there's like, oh, I guess, I got to talk about this right now with a bunch of people, because like that's kind of like, it's tricky, you know what I mean? And like it's very tricky to find a balance of doing things seriously and talking about serious stuff, but also like having fun. And I tried to find the best balance I could for those 11 years, and I'm content, I guess, with what it ended up being. But
yeah,
like coming back, like I'm just gonna, I don't know, like let's try to focus on the fun things. Like, there's always bad shit that happens in the world. There's the cool shit too, and it's like I'm gonna try my best to like focus on the cool stuff and the fun stuff and like celebrating music
yeah,
and metal, more than that. And like we'll see how kind of it
yeah.
goes, but hey, I get it, it's tricky if like a big thing happens that's really messed up in the scene, and it's like, all right guys, we're doing a party tonight, like it's a little disjointed, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
understand that, like, there's still moments where you got to take a second and just like figure it out, you know what I mean?
It's a
And
tough balancing act. Like I even like I hate when I do like I'll see a creator make a video about something they love, like bands that leaving a good review or
yeah.
glazing, if you will, and you'll see comments like, "Oh man, this guy only talks about music he likes," or he's always like being
Yeah.
so positive about with his reviews. It's like people like want you to be negative for some reason. Like, what? Why? Like why?
I
Why do you want to hear
I
somebody
mean,
shit talk this?
the negativity like pushes stuff. Like, you're just like, you put a
Yeah,
negative title versus a positive when you're gonna get more click through.
yeah,
Like, that's just psychology, right? And
right.
that's fine. I get it, right? I get it, but it's just like, I don't know. I didn't I it's about finding a balance, and everyone to their own, how they want to do it and push as far as they want to go. Like, that's great. It's
Yeah,
part of the content game, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's what it is, right? Is like to put that spin and to create discussion. Again, like, I have a lot more fun with people shit talking when it's like from a place of like that passionate, like, no, you suck, dude. Like,
yeah,
that breakdown was not the
yeah.
best. Like, you're
Right.
like, what are you talking about? Like, this is like compared to this, like, I think that's
Yeah.
fun. That's like
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
discourse. Like, I think that's really exciting, and like seeing that and being like, the song of the year, dude, are you crazy? This was obviously song of the year or
Right.
album of the year, dude. What are you talking about, dude? Like,
Yeah.
get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, that's fun discourse, like when you're, again,
Yeah.
growing up, I don't know, playing games with your friends or stuff like that, shit talking each other. Like, that's fun discourse. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Sometimes it can get a little crazy and too far. People get very heated in a way, and that is what it is. But it's all about, I think, like I said, just finding a balance, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you gotta
try
be
my
able to critique
best
things
to
for sure.
just focus on the fun, cool shit, because like that's the point of the community that has been built, particularly also around my channel, like over the years. So, like, if we can do that, then awesome. And like I said, I'll try my best to do that and focus on that. And just, yeah, I don't know. If I It makes me happy if someone clicks a video and they had a shit day and they got a little laugh or a smile. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. Like, blessed. That's incredible. And like, that's, more rewarding to me than someone just clicking my video and me getting a lot more views and getting, a bit more AdSense because I'm talking, I don't know, I have like some random crazy negative thing I'm talking about. And like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Positivity don't sell as much, but like, that's cool. Like we're chilling, man.
Yeah. Well, dude, we as a community are happy to have you back. Obviously,
Thank you.
Very excited to have you back in the game. The Nocturnal Awards, no Nik Nocturnal. The Nocturnal Awards, December 12th. As of now, if you're listening to this, all the information is out there. So go find Nik's page and find out how you can get involved. It's funny because like because you messaged me a couple months ago about some other stuff and like alluded to the idea like, okay, it's game on, we're coming back. And around that time, I was thinking like, man, I think I'm going to start some kind of award show since Nick's not around doing his thing. There needs to be some kind of rock and metal award show. I'm like, and I was in the same boat. I'm like, I don't want to call it the Jesse Lee Awards. That sounds weird to say.
Dude, I mean, a place to celebrate music is like, it's so important. And like, I have mad respect to the Heavy Awards. They've been doing an awesome job every year. I know they're more like, I think UK kind of focused, which is cool. Right. But mad respect to them. I know they've been doing it for a bit now too. So like, it's cool to have just spots like that celebrate metal. And like, yeah, man. That's why even like a couple months ago, like I was starting to feel like, again, I was just in a much better mindset, and like I still didn't know what like coming back kind of like like I had no clue what coming back was like. What does that look like? So those next couple months, I was just like thinking ideas like, oh yeah, I mean, do the award show, do this, like do I figure it out? But yeah, having spaces like that, man, I think is so important. And like I don't know. Again, even with all the bad of it, all the shit talk, all the this, all of that, you didn't include my band, like all of that is worth it and important to just still have a place where it's like just this fun place to celebrate releases of the year, as many as we can, and as much of a spotlight as we can at least put on that part of the scene, even if it's like, oh, you didn't include this band or these, like, yeah, okay, we try, we're figuring it out.
Yeah. You'll still miss enough to piss people off. That's all.
I could include every band as a nomination and I'd piss people off. It's fine. I could include the person's favorite band as a nomination and I'd piss them off. Like
he just includes every band. He just he won't even exclude anybody from this. Like everyone's invited.
Every band, all 70 million of the modern if bands I can include, and I piss someone off. So that's why it's like that's fine. If the show's not for them, it's for people that if you want to come, hang out, have fun, awesome. Like that's really all. And come win free stuff.
I might have to try and make it down to Florida for that. That sounds like a good time.
It would be. So it would be. Oh my god, it would be in Sweetwater, and it would be closed registration. It's going to be in the video how you have to register. Again, like
cool.
It's we're figuring that out, but it's going to be closed. It's not going to be that many people. Just for like. Even like I don't know, safety reasons and stuff. Like it would require like a lot of staff,
fire codes,
to like a lot of staff to pull on like a full like big cap show. And so let's try it out. There's some new elements. There's a live band. There's premieres. There's a lot of new stuff. So let's try it with like kind of a bit of a smaller audience. So like hopefully we're still figuring out exactly. But yeah, there's gonna be a link on the video, I'm sure, and how to register, and good luck if you get that, I guess.
Hopefully it's not a dumpster fire. I think it'll be good.
Hopefully someone watches and someone shows up. That would be cool. Like, please.
Well, dude, I got 2 more questions for you real quick. Very random, first of all, super random question, but I need you to rate the band Alexis on Fire on a scale from 1 to 10.
I love Alexis, dude. Okay, come on, man. Watch Out. I had Watch Out playing. That was one of the first CDs I ever listened to, as well as their self-titled. Nice. Crisis is banging too. So 10. Like, dude, I love Alexis on Fire. Respect to their later stuff, not as much my thing. I really love their like ambient, angsty stuff. That's the stuff where like I don't know. Just as a kid, it's so nostalgic to that time where like I just go back to like middle school, dude. Absolutely love that band. Like it's crazy. Those 3 albums particularly like just make me so happy. Like
dude, so it is completely coincidental that you got that band for your rating. So I'm glad I worked out that well.
Yes, way. Yeah. Oh, is it just random bands every time, or is it always?
So well, here's how it is. So that was the answer that Nothing Nowhere, the artist Nothing Nowhere, Joe.
Yeah.
That was the answer he gave me to this question that I had for you.
Okay.
If you could only, as of now, right now, where you sit today, Nik Nocturnal in 2025.
Yeah.
If you could only listen to one band or one artist for the rest of your life, who would it be?
dude, oh man, this is not a fair question. Okay, I need a bit of a. Okay, I gotta think here. I need a catalog at least, and I need some diversity in the catalog too, because like if it's one the whole, I'm gonna get sick of just. It's hard to get sick of just the heavy stuff, but sometimes I just need vibe. I need vibe and heavy. So like oh man, dude, this is you shouldn't be asking people this question, but this is a heavy question.
Man, I like to really ruin people's day. See, you like to make people's days better. I like to ruin them, bring them down a little bit.
It's like I know no one actually cares about my answer, but I care because like. A catalog.
Well, with the caveat that this would be like as of now, like right, this is how you're feeling now. This is more than a jerk, Because like Joe, he had a good point. He was like, well, Alexis on Fire, amazing band, but also I can probably shoehorn that City and Color stuff in there as well. Forget the other,
that is actually vibes. A really, really good pick, Alexis on Fire. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, I'm gonna go because they have a very diverse catalog, and like I can see myself if I need like a bit of the chunkier edge, like I can get it from them. If I need a vibier edge, I can get it from them. Avenged, to be honest, I'd go Avenged. They just have so much different stuff where like I feel like there is so much to consume where like there's so many bands in one that like I feel like I'll get my best value of multiple bands in one band with Avenged. So I'm gonna go Avenged. I grew up I love Avenged, so like why not?
That's solid. They got a deep catalog too. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean if I want some core, let's go Wake in the Fallen. If I want some crazy guitar stuff, obviously City of Evil is insane. Nightmare's got some sick stuff on it too. Obviously Self-Titled is weird and wacky. You'll get more of the like melodic stuff. If I want some stomp, more heavy metal, like we go Hail to the King. And if I want the progressive stuff, it's the Stage and Libad. So like, I feel like I'll be settled with that. Like it'll have the longest lasting longevity with that catalog for me at least.
If you want to chill and also piss off your friends, throw on Libad. You got that?
Yeah, it's exactly, dude.
Dude, that's awesome. Great choice. That's a good one. I hope whoever this question, because I don't know who these go to the next interview.
Oh, that's cool.
Whoever gets it, I hope they. I'm excited to see what they think of what they rate Avenged Sevenfold.
Dude, Avenged is sick. Okay, the Avenged.
So sick. All right, dude. Well, hey, before we get out of here, any more last minute plugs or anything else you want to get
out? Go vote the award show. Genuinely, that's basically the focus of probably the next weeks of my life, other than like like existing, but in terms of like the content or existing on the internet, like go vote. Every vote literally counts. There were some votes last year I was sitting till midnight, and genuinely a band was teetering 5 votes back and forth between
shit,
it comes that close. So like it sometimes is that close. So you go vote. Like if you care, don't be like, oh, it's mine won't matter. You'll be surprised. Sometimes it actually does. Like that one vote will make that person win.
This is the one time your vote actually does matter.
Yeah, exactly. So go vote, and if more stuff coming. If you like Nocturnal, more coming too. Crazy stuff, and come hang. Listen to some new music and celebrate new music and have a good time at the awards.
Do all that, and above all else, make sure if you enjoy this podcast episode, you out there, make sure to share this episode with somebody that doesn't suck. All right, take it easy now, and bye-bye.
Jesse Lee Show. Jesse Lee Show.